your product integrates really well with some of Microsoft's products, and you're also mentioned you were built on AWS. I was wondering if you could talk about your integrations with Microsoft ecosystem and how that helps you guys sell in Microsoft, and maybe also talk about being built on AWS and what that does with your relationship with the AWS marketplace.
Sure. I mean, starting off with Microsoft again, because it's probably where I see our strongest integration. But being part of the Microsoft marketplace and being able to use consumption credits to purchase Idenprotect Go or Idenprotect Passport, it gives the sense of credibility that you just don't get if somebody sees you on the internet. Uh, a techie or anybody within the organization can look at the marketplace, find out what we do through the marketplace descriptions. Again, we were helped by yourselves to set up, and they can purchase us directly on Microsoft headed notepaper, and it really makes the customer feel like our applications belong in the Microsoft ecosystem, which they do because that's how they've been written, that's how they've been designed. But it does make the organization feel that effectively we're just another application that's available through Microsoft. Yes, okay, it may be developed by a different organization, but Microsoft give their seal of approval to this. Therefore, we can trust it as well. It just makes me feel certainly that like our application belongs. It's where it should be.
Yeah, it almost like feels like it belongs in like the bigger home,
Yeah.
um, that kind of thing. And I think that's one thing I've been really enjoying as I've been doing more research on multi-cloud systems, is that there's people who are built on, maybe they're built on Microsoft actually, they're built somewhere else, but then their solution integrates so well with AWS that when they sell into AWS, that's their advantage, right? And some, Azure customers, they're majority on Microsoft, and that's their advantage, right? So I'm curious, do you feel, as you're navigating into AWS, what are the advantages there of being built on AWS?
From a personal perspective, I find the AWS platform a bit easier to navigate when it comes to developing or deploying solutions and server-based cloud solutions on AWS infrastructure. I certainly know from a development point of view that our devs found it easier to build our SaaS solution on an AWS platform as opposed to an Azure. Now, again, I don't know if that's because they had more experience in AWS or what the actual main reasons were, but moving across and working also with the AWS marketplace, it gives us a broader, it gives Idenprotect a sort of broader scope. It makes us, I was going to say, it doesn't make us look, it shows that we are an organization that's open-minded and willing and looking to basically join and utilize the best technologies or the cream technologies in every aspect when we deploy a solution. So with AWS, we found their infrastructure particularly easy in which to develop our SaaS platform. Hence, we are utilizing AWS for our SaaS platform. Microsoft, we found the Microsoft Intune platform where a lot of organizations are looking to move the majority of their mobile applications to. So we go with the best in that breed in order to deploy and manage our mobile applications. So I think by looking at both Microsoft Marketplace and then the AWS Marketplace and hopefully soon the Google Marketplace, it shows that as an organization, Idenprotect are actively keen to seek out the best of all the solutions out there being offered and utilize each of them to their best advantage.